Hello and welcome to another Friday football forecast. As usual, the entire KVUE sports team is here to talk to you about the Longhorns. Now, typically we'll break down an upcoming game, but we have entered the second bye week of the season. Kind of interesting deal to have two bye weeks this season. And so instead of talking about a game, we're going to talk about where the Horns are this season and how they're using the bye week. And Parker, let's start with you. You say that you really like how we saw Quinn Ewers kind of bounce back 1 week before the bye.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about what else he needs to do to build off of this. And then I was thinking about it, you know, ask not what your quarterback can do for you, ask what you can do for your quarterback. I think I want to gear this a little bit more towards the fans and how we should maybe be treating Quinn. I think, yes, he looked out of sort during the Oklahoma game. Georgia, just shy of disaster, 24, 25, I think, for 43. We saw those three turnovers. Not good. And he's known for usually stepping up in those big games. And that didn't happen for Georgia, but I can make the argument that he did that against Vanderbilt. At one point, he had 17 straight completions. And when you put that into context of the week before, having played so badly, having come off of injury, and then you get benched for Arch Manning, I can't imagine how mentally difficult this season has been. And, when Manning goes in and you hear the fans cheer louder for him than they do for you, a quarterback who at one point was a Heisman frontrunner and is still maybe in that Heisman conversation again. I just think that fans need to be a little bit easier on him, maybe, or just trust him a little bit more because he's the quarterback that can take them all the way.
You mentioned the mental toll that the past 2 or 3 weeks have probably taken on Quinn. Sark mentioned that as well. He said this bye week can be used in a few different ways to recover, some physically, some mentally, some emotionally. And Corey, you saw some guys kind of leaning into that emotional recovery this week. What you think?
Yeah, Sark mentioned that you wanted the boys to reconnect, right, off the field. And you saw that a bunch of times this past week. And I really loved how they were able to apply the message that Sark was preaching early in the week. And, you saw Halloween costumes galore for the Texas football team. I liked Anthony Hill Jr.'s. He did the whole Chucky theme. Derek Williams had like an Easy E throwback. So I don't know if he's ever heard an Easy E song, but respect to Derek Williams Jr. for doing that. But I thought that was really cool. And then you go into the Pause for a Cause event with Hayden Connor. He had support from his teammates with Arch Manning being there, Michael Taft being there. David Benda also showed up. And so you could tell that they really have taken this bye week to reconnect and to get to know each other a little bit more and have a lot more fun off the football field. And that's what you want to see in a bye week because you want all these non-stressful weeks to not be stressful, right? You don't want to make it stressful just because you don't have a game. And so clearly they've taken this week to relax, to have a lot of fun. Some of the guys are going to their old high schools tonight and even yesterday to watch their old football team. So that type of stuff is encouraging to know that they're relaxed. So the fan base should be relaxed as well when it comes to the rest of the season.
All right. We don't have predictions this week because we don't have a game, but I do have a question for both of you real quickly. Today's the day after Halloween. What's your favorite Halloween candy? Corey, start with
Uh,
something.
I don't know if I have a specific one. I know I don't like candy corn. Like, just
I
don't give
knew
me
that was going to come up. I knew we were going to argue about that.
don't give me candy corn and Twizzlers. I hate Twizzlers. So I like any type of chocolate. Give me that and any type of sour candy. I'm cool with that. But just don't give me candy corn. Don't give me Twizzlers.
And
Okay.
Parker?
I like candy corn.
Oh,
Jeff
you
and I
love
talked
it.
about this out on the desk at Fever last week. Tootsie Rolls. Oh, I'm trading those, but I will keep Kit Kats, Twix, and Reese's. Elite there.
Yeah, I like all the ones that y'all mentioned, but I'm going to mention a dark horse here. York peppermint patties don't get enough love. I like those a lot. So, guys, feel free to send any of those to the station.